we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Lose you Benton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint Mount Rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliant.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Rodgers. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And brought down down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Buccaneers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he shifts past him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14, Vikings nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On it's Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs ready to take over once again. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Rodgers. He'll find Bateman once more. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now a handoff looking right, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get it in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Bridgewater now. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Presley Harvin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers to Jefferson on the slant. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Well, he's going to go for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one won awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 42-yard line.
Second down and 5.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. Maybe I'll start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. That's caught by Howard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Play fake. Bridgewater on the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get out. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw is Bridgewater. And able to find Kirk complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. To throw, Bridgewater. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This is the tight end fan. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Before they can get the punt-away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On the return, Carter. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, it's Trubisky. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Carter will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Carter again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Michael Carter taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Encroachment, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The left side throw complete to Adams.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Cook. Touchdown, Buccaneers. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop. Never got going. Loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 1st down, Trubisky.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, let's be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't